Good afternoon. My name is Ben Cronin. I'm founder and CEO of Kyckr. So our claim is that we're a global authority for corporate identity. That's a very big claim, and we can make that claim because over the last number of years, we've built out connections to company houses all over the world. And these are real-time connections through APIs that we've embedded in our platform and in our APIs. These include connections to SSM in Malaysia, Accra here in Singapore, Companies House in Hong Kong, and over 200 registries worldwide. So our sandpit is about companies and KYC for companies. We've award-winning and commercially proven products. We've won Bank Tech Awards in Asia last year, Bank Tech Awards in Canada, using blockchain tied in with our data sources for various projects. Our customers include over close to 100 banks worldwide, insurance companies plus startups. In the last couple of months alone, we've signed up a 3-year deal with Bloomberg to take our API and embed it in their AML product. Other significant lands in the last number of months include Citigroup, IBM, HSBC, KPMG. So in terms of our APIs and the data that we access, one of the use cases is to help with onboarding. And there's a number of issues with onboarding. It's a poor customer experience generally for banks and financial institutions. And we're trying to tackle that and make it better for the customer, but we're also trying to make it better for the insurance company or the bank or the financial services company that's offering the service. So we're trying to feed APIs into a process that a bank or a financial institution embeds, and that takes out a lot of the manual process, and it's capable of doing so using data that has veracity and data that is up to date and live from the official source, which is data that's mandated by regulators all over the world. So in terms of how we compare with our competitors, first 3 elements of this slide really are about the veracity of the data, and this is something that we're really strong on, that the veracity of the data allows an entity to make a decision at a point in time on data that is legally compliant. In terms of privacy compliant, we're GDPR compliant because we don't store any data, we just provide the plumbing to registry data worldwide. So the demo, it's very quick. Essentially what we have here is somebody looking up a company in Singapore, picking a company. The call goes to Accra and it resolves that company name to company number. We parse the address, calls back to Accra again, and out of that, out of the parse address, we map it out. We call Accra, pull data that has been filed on that company, pull details on directors, shareholders. We do the who is lookup. We check PEPs and sanctions against Dow Jones and negative news. No hits here, but there is a shareholder of interest that is another company that is registered in the UK. The system drops that into the UK Companies House and starts that process again, whereby the Companies House in the UK is called, and the same address, parsing, documents filed, directors and shareholders are extracted, all regulatory requirements. In this instance, there's no PEPs and sanctions hit, but there is negative news on somebody involved in that company, and it's displayed here. So essentially, that demonstration is really how an API can be used effectively in that process. And that's the value of that is that once you establish the identity and verify a company and its company number, it drops down, there's a trickle-down effect whereby downstream of that appropriate onboarding, you can set up services such as cleanse, remediate. You can do monitor, which essentially is a service that monitors on behalf of a bank a portion of the book or all of the book, whereby our system picks up any changes that have happened on that company. So if a company in your high-risk category changes its name, changes its registered address, appoints new directors, we get a notification of that event and that filing. We send that up to our customer, who is the bank or the financial institution, and then they can react appropriately to that event. That's the end of the presentation. I'd like to thank KPMG, AXA, Prudential as mentors, and I'll see you at the booth. Thank you very much.